Now, some of you may not understand how much of a redneck I am. Pretty bad. I've got some big projects going on and I've never done this before and I don't know anything about it. I don't even know how to go about it. I'm just doing it. Now the good news, it is rust free. That's really good. Okay, let's talk about what we've got here. Now we've got a Cummins engine and a Ford chassis. Now it is bolted down and it does have a NV4500 behind it. Now it is gonna be 4-wheel drive. So let's look. So the fuel pump is done. I've got the lines to the fuel filter. Now I don't like this. It's sitting in the head. I don't know anything about it. It does have the VE pump and we need to put the power steering pump on it. I do have these mounts. I don't know much about them. I do have a new starter on here. I do have a cracked bell housing. I accidentally broke it. We'll get another one. I do have the NV4500. Now this unit is rebuilt and it has a brand new clutch in it. So let's come around. This is the return. We've got to remove this temp gauge. We've got to do something else with that. We've got, here's our dipstick. This is the front of the engine. The side of the engine, we have a new oil filter on here. Now this is a 3rd generation Dodge exhaust manifold that came out of one of my 3rd gens. And I will, I have to mock up a turbo on here with a downpipe. Now I do have one trainee cooler on here and that's for the sake of cooling the transmission. So here's the cross member here. I do have the T-case for it and yeah, so this is what we've got. All right, so first step is I want to crank the engine over, make sure I get everything out of the cylinders, okay? And I tried to do that. Get you guys on here. So it's not turning, so we don't know what to do about that, but we are in the right direction. I do have the killer down pin done on this. That was before I decided to do YouTube, and some of my friends convinced me that I need to share my life with the world, so that's what I'm doing, and I would appreciate you guys follow, subscribe, and comment. Now we can take all kinds of comments, but I would appreciate the ones that could help me out with my project. So, okay, we've got to power wash this frame. We will be doing that. This is the harness for the rear brakes and tail lights and stuff like that, and fuel pump. We don't need that. This is the positive cable on the starter. This is well, this right here was our emergency brake. Okay, so all that is settled down. The reason I didn't put the cooler here is because the drive shaft goes here and I didn't want that to interfere with anything. Anyway, we've got our exhaust, our rear differential. Now I do have some rear tires because, well, these are just no good. As you can see, they're missing some tread on them. Anyway, we do have these polyurethane bushings for the mount. I kind of like that. It makes the cab sit all nice and level. So this is where we're at. This is what we're working on. It is a fun project, and we are gonna be finishing it. So stick around, guys.